Malaysia in the second semi-final, and it was the Singaporean side who came away 3-1 victors in that fixture to take their place alongside BGPU United in the final of this competition. There was also a third and fourth place playoff earlier, with that one being won by Selangor FC as they defeated Borneo FC 2-1. Our focus, though, is on this main event, and with me in the commentary position is former professional player and coach Shasi Kumar. Shasi, you were working on that third and fourth place playoff earlier. What did you make of it?
Well, it was keenly contested, rather, and it was played in very, very hot and humid conditions, especially in that first half. But in the end, I thought Selangor deserved that victory, that 2-1 victory. They scored a very good goal, in fact, and in the end, they just were a little bit better than the Borneo side.
And that beautiful trophy is up for grabs this evening. Will it be the NDC under-15s or BGPU United get their hands on that one? Good crowd here at Jalan Besar Stadium this evening. Shasi, how much are you looking forward to this one?
Oh, very much so. And you just said that, look at the fans as well. They're gearing up for this one and obviously cheering for the home side. And you can feel that the players, they should be nervous as well. In the tunnel, you can see that that's the BGPU side, the skipper right in front. And Tapong had a good game in that first. I mean, you were saying that they were a gritty side.
Well, certainly weren't afraid to put themselves about physically, BGPU United. And it was a really gritty contest, as I mentioned earlier, between themselves and Borneo FC in that first semi-final. Incredibly warm, incredibly humid, big challenge for the players. That one was. Lots of them in the second half struggling with a little bit of cramp. But BGPU United finishing off the stronger of the two sides, doing what needed to be done to see out the results and take their place in this final against the NDC under-15 side. Shasi, you were also watching that game, NDC against Selangor in the second semi-final. What did you make of their display?
Well, I tell you what, after the first 5 minutes or so, when they weren't really warmed up to the task.
It's one which traditionally brings together some of the best young talent in the world of football. This edition specifically showcasing some of Southeast Asia's elite youth players. Here they come then. Competition which was first introduced in 1977. This invitational tournament was aimed to nurture and develop young footballing talents in Singapore. Featured national youth teams across Asia, as well as developmental squads from clubs in Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania and South America. The success of this tournament catching the attention of FIFA, leading to the inception of the FIFA Under-16 World Championships. We think back to 1977, the Singapore Under-16 national team, which then featured a young Fandi Ahmad, who was the vice-captain of that side, emerging as the first Lion City Cup champions. A chance for this cohort, NDC Under-15, to make a bit of history themselves. Those are your match officials. Referee will be Farhad Muhammad. He'll be assisted by Andy Tan and Elson Fu. Fourth official will be Muhammad Hilmi Fuad. Let's have a look at the lineups then, beginning with the Singapore NDC Under-15 side. They have made no changes from their semi-final against Selangor FC. There was a little bit of doubt with regard to the availability of Dani Kalish, the right back, who apparently picked up a calf strain in the second half of that match, but he is fit enough to start this one. No changes, Shasi. Any surprises there?
Yeah, a little bit maybe, but then again, you can understand why the coach has, stuck to this lineup, or why change something that isn't broken. So he goes with the same lineup, and that's the coach for you, Angel Toledano Flores.
A 33-year-old, a former China Under-16 and Under-25 assistant coach, an assistant at Tianjin Tianhai as well in the Chinese Super League, formerly with Barcelona's La Masia Academy. This is the starting 11 for BGPU United. They too have made no changes from their lineup in their semi-final against Borneo FC. We expect them to set up in a 4-3-3 shape. Shasi,
Yeah, exactly. No changes again. No surprises maybe, obviously, with that win in that semi-finals. And as you said, gritty side, they will definitely try to ruffle some feathers here in the NDC side. And they want to make it a very strong contest, try to match the NDC side in terms of intensity, and then try to get that winner.
Well, keep a lookout for the number 8, Sirakit Wang Inta, player who plays in those left half spaces. As we have a look at the head coach, Tanongsak Prajakata, the 47-year-old, was a former player himself, a left back with Bangkok Glass. Also played with BEC Tero and China as well in his career.
Yeah, all smiles, no pressure. He just wants his players to go out there and enjoy themselves. And anyway, they are under 15s.
Exactly, I was just going to say, as a youth coach at this level, there shouldn't be that much pressure on their shoulders.
And listen, what a wonderful opportunity for the players to play in an overseas tournament, go out there traveling together as a group, you know, having that teamwork going, staying together for maybe 3 nights.
Exactly that. It's not just the experience of playing against other sides, testing yourself against younger players from around the region on the pitch, but it's about that aspect off the pitch as well.
Very much so, you know, and it's very, very important to the development of the players as well, you know, and that's where you learn about not only your players, your teammates, but yourself as well, you know, and I think that's a good thing.
Now, while we were talking earlier, just a little bit earlier, about there not perhaps being that pressure of needing to win, do you also feel that in a situation like this, in a cup competition, you're at the final, as part of a young player's development, needing to learn how to win these matches is important as well? Very
much so, and you can say they're under 12s, under 15s, it doesn't matter. You need to, you know, put in the tactical side of things as well into the game. Yeah, you want to enjoy the game, but winning is important as well. You know, you want to win, but that's not the most important thing, you know. But so they've got to put that in their heads as well.
Well, from what we saw of PG Patong United in their game on Friday, they tend to try and build up their attacks down the left-hand side. Pat Charapon and Teratep Surin are 2 players to keep an eye on down the left as well for PG Patong United. We are underway, and it is PG Patong United going from right to left on your screens, playing in the blue outfits with black shorts. Singapore NDC under 15s going from left to right in the all red. It's a disastrous start for the NDC under 15. Ahmad Ilhan. That pass back to Jarek Young. A big mistake at the back there. And it will go down as an own goal. Scored by Ahmad Ilhan. I'm not sure if Jarek Young actually got a touch in that, Chasik.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he took his eye off the ball here as he was receiving this ball from Ahmad Ilhan. And it was straightforward control, wasn't it, for Jaragan? And let's take a look at this again. That ball in. Yeah, he just took his eye off the ball, Jared.
Well, there is still a long way to go for the NDC under 15 side to try and get themselves back into this game.
Well, what a terrible start, I have to say, for the NDC side. And what a way to concede as well, so early on in the game. And this is football, things happen. And we talk about that, the learning side of things in a tournament like this, in a final. And they got to learn it the hard way now.
What kind of response can they muster up? PG Patong United. It took a bit of time for them to get going in their semi-final as well. 10 minutes before they started to find their rhythm. They scored in the 9th through an own goal as well from Abdul Sultani of Borneo FC. Another own goal for them. Get underway here.
And what this does as well, it gives them confidence, you know, to hold on to something as well.
There is Nathan Mao, 2 goals and 1 assist in that win against Selangor FC. He's having to go all the way back here. Dani Kalish. And there's Nantapong. Gets help from his central defensive partner, Fistidet. And they aren't afraid, these central defenders of BG Pathum United, to just go safety first.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we talk about the tactical side of things. This is it. You know, sometimes you got to do what it takes to clear your lines and not do anything silly in your penalty area.
BG Pathum United can be the first club side from Thailand to win the Lion City Cup. We did have an age group Thailand team like in 2008, beating UAE in the final that year. 2006, the last time a Singapore side won this competition. Back then they had the under 18 and under 16 divisions, both of them won by the Singapore age group sides. As Jonathan Partridge tries to use his physicality. Here's that focal point for BG Pathum United at number 14. Does work very hard. Did struggle with the technical side of his game against Borneo FC.
Listen, you pay monthly fees for a streaming app, and a music app, and a fitness app, and more money for a bunch of other apps. That really adds up. So why not get YouTube Premium for just one price? It's like having all those and the entire world of YouTube uninterrupted. Your wallet will thank you. If wallets could talk. YouTube Premium.
Struggle with the technical side of his game against Borneo FC.
You can hear the crowd, the nerves in the crowd when the ball is played back now to Jarek Ng.
Jarek Ng, one of 3 players in this starting 11 from the Singapore Sports School. The other 8 from the Lion City Sailors Academy.
Well, the positive for the NDC side is it's so early. The goal was scored. So much of time left.
Lovely work. Here's Shirakit. Leaves it for Partridge. And a shot there from Tiratep. You can hear that roar. The crowd looking to try and lift the Singapore NDC under 15 side.
Yeah, at the moment, the BG Pathum side giving a good account of themselves. Andy Rifki there with the clearance. Anyway, will do. That was the ball that was played in nicely for Chirakit. And the attempted shot blocked from Tiratep.
Nathan Mao looking to chase this one down, gets to it, wins it off Fistidet.
Foul there, Benjamin Preston rather. Foul. Nathan Mao on Fistidet makes that initial challenge. That's the push. Benjamin.
Well, it just looked a little bit like an old-fashioned shoulder-to-shoulder. There is Ilya Naufal, captain of the NDC under 15. Makes a midfield for Chirakid. Turns it over under pressure from Harith Danish. It's very impressive, the number 10 for the NDC under 15 side against Selangor FC. Just operating in that space behind Nathan Mao, was leading the line. Nathan Mao normally preferring to play as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
But he's playing as the striker here in this side.
Yeah, exactly. But he will be ably supported by Harith Danish, the number 10, who was brilliant in that first game. Good performance.
Benjapon, touch forward. Ahmad Ilhan with the first header. Andy Rifki. Just be sitting and holding in the deep lying midfield role. Does have Ray Pei alongside him.
Let's Chirakit there. I think the NDC side didn't face this kind of pressure in that game against Selangor in terms of the high pressing and players getting in their faces there. Literally.
A ball over the top. Nathan Mao could be in behind. Kittipop was alert, alive to that situation. He had a very solid outing against Borneo FC, very steady in goal.
Yeah, and a misjudgment there from Anantapong, the skipper. Goalkeeper able to read it.
Led on by Partridge. Here's Benjapon. Kittipot. I guess you could see what he was trying to do there, Partridge. To touch it out wide to Benjapon Preston.
And you already can see that the BG Patum side, they've already got like 4 or 5 players in support whenever they go up to attack. It's good to see. They're not holding back, not sitting back deep or anything like that against the home side.
Good work by Nathan Mao, releasing Pei. There is Sarvin Raj. Finds Pei. Sarvin just being forced back towards Dani Kalish.
Yeah, couldn't keep it in play there. Teratep, Sarvin Raj probably doing a little bit too much.
Partridge, given time to turn on the ball. He swept it out to Kittipot. Benjapon. Game being played at a very good pace at the moment. They might just have put too much on their pass for Kittipot there. It was Panuit.
Yeah, it's good intensity, isn't it? So early on in this game, inside 10 minutes. Already seen a goal, and BG Patum players just finding themselves in a little bit of space, especially in the middle of the park, able to turn and spray the ball out wide.
Nantapong. Clearance finds Kittipot. Here it is, Chirakit. Therefore taking a deflection off Ahmad Ilhan. No problems for Jaragang.
It's a couple of times already you've seen this. Chirakit making those runs ahead of his strikers. Being found as well with those true balls. Wonderful run.
Just struggling at the moment, the NDC under-15 side, to keep a hold of the ball under that pressure. And BG Patum United are playing with a very good intensity, good aggression without the ball.
Yeah, they're struggling to find any kind of rhythm in their play, the NDC side. And that is, I gotta say, kudos to the BG Patum side. That's what they want to do to this NDC side. Play at a higher tempo. Try to get at the NDC side. Not give them any room and space. Time on the ball.
And the NDC under-15 side, centralized training in 3 weeks prior to this competition. Chile played a friendly against Johor Darul Takzim under-15s, a 1-1 draw in that fixture. Then they beat Geylang International's under-17 side 3-0. Harith Danish scoring in both those games. It's nicely done by Benjapon. If we didn't see anything wrong with that coming together. The first one anyway, for a free kick on the second.
Yeah, I think it was a challenge on Teratip. in the middle. He nearly got away with it, the NDC side. You can't see the challenge there from there as he went down.
Pacharapon was looking for Tiratep, found him, couldn't find a pass in field. Tiratep Surin. It was his cross that led to the opener in their game against Borneo FC in the semi-final. Tony Kalish again finds Nathan Mao. The ball over the top there for Harith Danish. And the number 6, Fistidet, is there on the cover.
Brilliant on the cover, Fistidet, as you said. Superb, making up so much ground there after this ball from Nathan Mao. He does well, head always looking up. Ball curled into the path. And that was superb defensive work.
Well, Nathan Mao really looks up for this, showing lots of good mobility.
Yeah, he's dropping deep as well to receive the ball.
Get a 158 Singapore dollar bonus when you fund and trade on Singapore's most popular broker 3 years in a row. Experience smart trading with Oanda.
That's been whipped in towards the back post, a free header for Lut Harit. Angle just too tight for him.
I think he will be disappointed with this effort if he looks at this again. Deep corner at the far post, and just take a look at that. His Kittisak there just in front of him, losing sight of the ball. He should have made the goalkeeper work at least.
Nantapong put his left back under pressure with that pass.
Chirakit there. No nonsense, just out of play.
We've got another throw in. Sarvin. There's Andy Rifki. Harit. Not a bad ball. Now to Chena Isiako. First time they've really found him this evening. Makes his way into the area. He's looking for that cutback.
Yeah, Nathan Mao just tried to shield the ball using his body after this good work from Chena. Just got a little bit lucky there, but then the ball in looking for Nathan. Nantapong does well there.
Now look at the pressing here from BG Patom United. No mistake this time by Jerikang. First time pass out to Lut Harit. He's got Uchenna. The time and space is so dangerous in these positions, Uchenna. Look at those 4 blue shirts surrounding him. Benjapon not happy with that challenge, but he's won the ball and he's won the free kick.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, as soon as they see there's trouble, you see players coming back, fighting to get back into position to do it for their teammates. And that's a foul on Benjapon. Preston using his body well.
Well, it did look relatively straightforward for the NDC under-15s against Selangor FC. They are not having it go all their way here in this final. A bit shell-shocked perhaps by the concession of that early goal. Finding a little bit more of a response now. Wonderful work by Sarvin Raj. Uchenna. That's Benjapon. Well, guess who's there on the cover again? Fisted at Sai Siri. This time around, though, he concedes a corner.
Yeah, wonderful work again, covering ground together with Nantapong, the skipper. He's been immense at the back, at least so far. Chena again, he's always gonna, in those 1v1 situations, try to take the players on. That time against Benjapon.
Corner played in. Good delivery. Ilya Naufal, it was meeting the ball in.
Well, that's another chance, you know. Ilya Naufal, the skipper, getting there in front of his man. There, right in front of goal. He puts it out. Brilliant corner there.
A couple of opportunities from the set pieces already. Well, it's NDC under 15 side. And Shashi, you highlighted something in the warm-ups. You were looking at both teams and you were thinking perhaps the Singapore under 15, NDC under 15 side have a bit of an advantage aerially.
Yeah, you're right. They look a little bit bigger physically, that is. And, especially in those set-piece situations, that could come in handy.
Nice touch from Sarvin Raj through the legs. Pirouette from Harith Danish.
Well, look at this turn. Brilliant from Harith Danish. And ready a couple of times, showing the skill. And in that first game as well, they did a couple of skills, which was good to watch. Look at the skipper just standing his ground there. Nantapong.
Nantapong was pretty vocal off the ball in that game against Borneo FC. Not afraid to let the opposition know.
He's one of those players where you would love to have him in your team and not your opponent.
Played in by Mao. That's final touch off a BG Pathum United player.
Well, another one to defend, which they haven't really defended well in those first two corners. A good ball played into the mixer. And final touch from a BG Pathum player.
Off the head of Chaiwat. Number 21, who just sits in front of BG Pathum United back four. That'll be Nathan Mao to deliver. All the way towards the back post this time.
Yeah, Kitty Pop there, I don't think he was really sure. Trajectory of the ball. Overplayed. And Panovit just letting it go.
Nantapong. Calmly done by Andy Rifki. Lutharit. Chena, clever touch. Not so clever pass. Being picked up by Tirtep.
Well, that is very casual from Achena. He did everything right and then played the ball really blindly there into the middle of the park. Picked up by Tirtep. His ball nearly found Patrick.
Ahmad Ilhan. There's Dani. Look quite comfortable in possession. They're starting to find their rhythm now.
Yeah, I think that's important because the first few minutes, or at least the 10 minutes, they were finding it easy in terms of their passes. Very scrappy. Of course, that was made by that early goal, and then BG Pathum putting the pressure on them whenever they had the ball. You can't keep this intensity up for the full 90 minutes, I'm sure.
Well, the referee has given an indirect free kick here to the NDC under-15s. What I think is time wasting from the BG Pathum United goalkeeper. I heard you on commentary earlier in that third and fourth place playoff talking about how referees don't enforce the 6-second rule.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think if you go overboard, and then I think you should be punished. And this is only the 23rd minute of the game. And if your goalkeeper is wasting time, then you should be punished, I have to say. Well, Fahad Mohammad has made his decision. A very good opportunity for the NDC side to score. And I think it's Nathan Mao who's gonna rip one in.
One of those where you've just got to stand your ground if you're in that wall. That's Nathan Mao, what a save! Uchenna! Couldn't put away the second ball. Kittisak came flying across, Shasi.
I tell you what, that was a brilliant save. I thought it was going in. And I think his starting position was very good because he was off his line. If he was on the line, he'll be beaten. But what a save. And Uchenna with a miss there from the rebound.
I told you earlier he was very good in that game against Borneo. And what was interesting about that save as well was he actually took a step to his left, and then had to spring away to his right very quickly.
Made it more difficult to make that save.
It was a decent attempt by Mao as well. It wasn't one of those where you see sometimes, even at senior level, players just looking to try and hit it as hard as they can and hoping the wall breaks.
Yeah, he was definitely aiming for that Kittisak's right, his left.
Ahmad Ilhan was looking for that quick ball over the top, trying to find Sarvin.
Another ball, not the best of balls there forward, just playing it forward blindly. And here comes the NDC again.
Number two straight that time from Nathan Mao.
Yeah, what they can't do is be impatient, trying to force it a little bit. And he's just wanting the ball every single time they get the ball at the back, Nathan Mao.
Again, looking to try and work something down this left-hand side, BG Pathum United. Panuit. Play on, says the referee. Kittisak. Great challenge. And looked like a great challenge initially by Pei. Referee pulled it back for a foul.
I think initially Ilya Naufal wanted a foul for this challenge here. He went down probably a little bit too late, and then Ray Pei, that's a 50-50 one, isn't it? He did get the ball, Ray Pei. That's what's he saying? What? I think that's a good challenge. Good tackle from Ray Pei. Got the ball cleanly. And some distance this.
It's Panuit, number 49. Looks like he's going to be stepping up to take this. And setting up for a shot. From a long way out. Panuit.
Well, again, as you said, it's so ambitious to strike it from there and go for goal.
Sarvin has done well to keep that in play. Clever ball to Harit. That's good defending from Panuit.
Now, firstly, Sarvin does well to keep the ball in play. And then just the ball slipped in nicely for Harit. Winning his side, another corner.
This one will be taken by Harit. And going for the in-swinger. It's whipped in low with plenty of pace. Just looking for that touch from Andy Rifki.
The player on the near post had to be very alert on that one. Could have crept in the near post.
Pacharapon, number 15, just at the near post for PG Patom United. That's floated in. That should be easy for Kittipop.
I tried to go long quickly.
BG Patom United, they've had some encouraging moments early on in this first half with some of their passing, but since then, just faded a little bit. They are working incredibly hard without the ball though.
Yeah, I think Andy Rifki there got a little bit lucky.
Free kick taken quickly by Lut Harit. So we have a look at that foul. Sarvin. Again, two players around him, almost gets himself free.
And the assistant referee there just thought about it, giving a foul. He didn't. And, Raj will try again.
Fisted that. Again, it's just another straightforward turnover of possession from BG Patom United.
Yeah, it's been a couple of times already in the past couple of minutes. Been giving the ball away too cheaply, I feel. Releasing the pressure on the NDC side allows them to come at them again.
Fisted it. Benjapon. Chirakit, bit of time to turn in midfield. So the ball over the top. Here's Panuit. He just got caught out there, Ahmad Ilhan. Underneath the flight of that ball, and he needed a little bit of help from Dani Kalish.
Oh, what a ball this was from Chirakit. Look at the weight on this one. It just, that bounce there just beat Panuit there. Look at this ball. Beautifully weighted into the run of Panuit. And that has been BG Patom today. Those midfielders making those runs from deep past Partridge. He's going to trouble the defense.
Andy. There's Pei. Lut Harit. And away from Nantapong. Well, there's quite a clear contrast in styles between these two sides. In terms of the respective approaches, there's Sarvin. Twisted out with the header. Under pressure from Partridge here. It's good defending by Hamad Ilhan. Gets it out to Uchenna. That's Lutharit on the underlap. Ignores that option. Goes for the shot at goal. Kittipop able to prevent a corner.
Yeah, pretty ambitious effort from Uchenna. Kittipop didn't really have trouble there, except for just build it. He cut inside his man and went for the shot. And BGPU will try to slow it down every opportunity they can get.
Just going back to that contrast in style, Shasi, you've got the NDC under 15 side who are trying to keep the ball on the ground, trying to pass it through the lines, being comfortable in possession. BG Pathum United a little bit more on the focus on the defensive side of things, playing a little bit more direct.
Yeah, they try to go from back to front a little bit quicker with those long balls, trying to get Partridge in and even trying to get those midfield runners, as I said before. And it's up to NDC 15 to break this side down. Obviously, I said this as well, something to protect as well, that one goal lead. It makes it even more difficult for the NDC side.
There's Chirakit. Kittipop from well out. Still with the ball here, BG Pathum United. Kittipop. Chaiwat. That's a heavy touch from Chirakit. Normally a lot more assured in possession.
Yeah, of all players, Chirakit there. The touch letting him down for once. And Kittipop, there you go, that touch just going to, of all players, Nathan Mao.
Here is Nathan Mao. Andy. Good challenge from Ilya Naufal. Partridge again having a little bit of a difficult time up front. Trying to make it stick, trying to bring others into play. Lovely ball from Andy Rifki to Uchenna. Get to isolate Benjapon. He's kept that alive. And cut back to Mao. That's final effort going just wide.
And Benjapon Preston thinks that the ball gone out there from Chiwei. Always using his pace. That looked very, very close indeed. It looked like the whole of the ball did go out of play. Again, not the best of angles to look at it.
Well, Uchenna is one of 8 recipients of the Unleash the Raw inaugural Overseas Football Scholarship. He's headed up to Spain actually for a year-long training stint. I want to go off on a high. Here he is, falling over.
And luckily, Luth Harith was there to save him. And not having the best of times at the moment. That's clear foul on Ray. Just nicked it in front of Chirakit there.
Andy Rifki. Another really good ball. Oh, great passing range from that deep line midfield position, Andy Rifki. We've seen one pinged out to the left, that one to the right, out to Sarvin Raj.
Unlucky from Sarvin, but yeah, you're right. I was just about to say that as well. Andy has put in some brilliant balls from left to right and right to left as well. Those diagonal balls looking for the wingers. He's got that range of passing, the ability and the technical ability to do it.
Andy Rifki, one of the Lion City Sailors players. And there's Panuit. Charges on before, leg it off to Tiratep. Well, it was a decision for the referee to make, and he's decided it's not a penalty. Just told Tiratep to get back up.
Well, this in real time did look like a penalty. And he takes Tiratep out. Dani, it's a clear foul, clear penalty for me.
It does look like they've gotten away with one there.
And you could see it coming as well when Dani Kalish was going at him at top speed. And Tiratep was surprised it wasn't given. And NDC gotten away with one there.
The referee just asking Ahmad Ilhan to just calm down. He had a few words for Tiratep after he went down under that challenge from Dani Kalish. Nantapong. Benjapon. There's Kittipod. Uchenna. Nathan Mao picks up that loose ball forward. He's released Sarvin Raj. Here comes Fistidet with the block.
And how many times has he done this, Fistidet? Brilliant again from the centre back.
He was so impressive against Borneo FC as well, constantly covering across that back line.
Brilliant defending, Fistidet.
Here is Harit. Here's it back in, important clearance from Benjapon.
A superb run, wasn't it, from Arif Danish?
There is Lut Harit. Uchenna. Since it in first time. Easy for Fistidet. With his size in that back line. Partridge. He's put his teammate into all sorts of trouble there. And Tiratep had to be brave, he had to go for it. Ended up with an injury here after that challenge.
You're right about that ball from Partridge. He puts his teammate in trouble. And again, in a weird kind of way, puts his teammate in injury trouble as well.
Apologies, it was Andy Rifki with that challenge. Picks up a yellow card. Nathan Mao, just as these players are coming over to have a drink, Nathan Mao having a go at his teammates. Trying to spur them on, trying to encourage his side to keep going.
He's still having a go at his teammates there, in a good way.
Showing those leadership qualities.
Yeah.
It's something that his father has actually spoken about recently as well.
You know, speaking of that as well, and this is something that we've talked about before with players and giving interviews and stuff like that. In that post-match interview, his man of the match performance, I thought Nathan Mao carried himself very well with the coach Angel. And, spoke very well for a young man.
Here's another look at this own goal here very early on.
Again, the more we look at this, it's so avoidable, isn't it?
Out of character, really,
Yeah.
from what we've seen of this NDC under-15 side, in terms of how comfortable they've looked in possession in that game against Selangor, and what we've seen here as well so far. Uchenna, there could be trouble here for BGPU United. Uchenna! Lots of power behind that effort. Just couldn't quite get his body over the ball.
I think he snatched at that. It was a good ball in. Brilliant ball into space. His first touch was not that bad. And then he didn't have that composure. His foot was beneath the ball as he took it. And you can see it there. Ball always rising.
Harit. That's brilliant work by Harit. Really good awareness.
I think there's a couple of times already that, this has gone on. So probably referee needs to take action. And that's why frustrations can creep in. And that's why Harit Danish was frustrated. Yeah, this was the foul again. He receives the ball, good turn, and that's blatant, wasn't it? From Chaiwat.
Harit Danish, Singapore Sports School student, scored in the B Division football final in April. Yes, Lut. Headed away by Pacharapon.
This first half has flown by.
BGPU United will be pretty happy with the way things have gone, won't they?
Very much so. Except for the times when, from those set-piece situations, from open play, they've rode their luck a little bit. But having said that, they're always dangerous going forwards as well. Whenever they clicked with those midfielders making those runs from midfield.
Benjapon read that pass all the way through. Ray Pay just gets crowded out. Partridge again gives it away, goes down clutching his head.
That's where I think he needs to do better, because his initial touch was a good one. He did turn his man, but then he failed to keep the ball. He needs to use his body a little bit better. Jonathan Partridge, that was a good turn, and then wasn't aware of Luth coming in from that side of the pitch.
He's told to get back up very quickly by the referee. Partridge again, loose touch from him. Ilian Alpha. Spot out of position. Ahmad Ilhan has got to deal with this. Left alone at the back. Took care of things. Halfway through the minimum of 2 minutes to be added on.
A smart play there from Mr. Det. Used his body against Nathan Mao. Drew the foul. And he knew Nathan was just behind him. He took the touch, went down.
Nantapong gets the run from Partridge.
Good closing down there from Panowit, putting the pressure on Dani Kalish, not allowing him to turn.
One final opportunity perhaps before half-time. Lutarit launches that towards Nathan Bao.
That was a very important touch from the left back.
And that's half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium. BG Pathum United taking a very early lead through an Ahmad Ilhan own goal, and they've held firm defensively. NDC under 15 side, they've huffed, they've puffed, and yet been able to find a breakthrough, Shasit.
Yeah, exactly. It was an entertaining first half, to say the least, and BG Pathum with that early goal, obviously with something to protect, but we expect more.